Welcome back to Edgework, part of the Hammer Betting Network, presented by FanDuel. I'm Zack Phillips, joined here on the four-man panel today. We've got plenty of games, so we brought everyone in. Alex Moretto, So Money, and Matt Alber here to break down the games, answer your questions, give out best bets, goal scorers, all that kind of stuff. We'll have plenty of that here tonight. And as we get into everything, which we will do right away here today, I want to remind people that the NHL is back. I don't need to remind you about that, but FanDuel is bringing more action than ever because everyone knows hockey just hits different. Load up a power play with the hottest same-game parlays found on the Parlay Hub. Lace them up and follow your bets with player prop tracking or bet on the fly with the Pulse. The hunt for the cup starts here. You can get more from the NHL with FanDuel, North America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new customers can kick off the season with $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Just place any $5 bet, and you'll get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Please play responsibly. You must be 19 plus and physically located in Ontario. Gambling problem? Call 1-866-531-2600. That's 1-866-531-2600. Visit connectsontario.ca. Moretto, how you feeling about the four-man panel? Alber wasn't supposed to be here with us, and then he said, no, I can't miss out. I need any opportunity to see what Moretto and So Money are betting and add my tag to it.
Wow, we're coming in hot to start today. I'm fired up for this four-man panel. This is this is some old times, shades of like Russell and Todd Cordell here. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm ready to go. Man, we got a big slate and some crazy news dropping already this morning. So, and it's election day for Alber. He's got to get out and hit the polls soon. I know it's crazy over there. So we appreciate him taking the time to join us, and glad he didn't fix his mic. Look, he's trying to talk over me right now and you can't even hear him. So we're off to a great start.
Alber, you're in shambles right now, dude. So Money, how you feeling on this morning as we get ready for election day? But not only that, a full slate of NHL games tonight.
Well, I'm certainly feeling better than Alber is right now.
It's a low bar.
I'm looking forward to the big card. Lots of movement already. It's going to be a good one.
Claudio here in the chat says, I love this show, but when is the anytime goal parlay going to hit?
Probably
Claudio,
now.
it's a great question, dude. Don't know. It's kind of hard to just bank on it happening when we're giving out 20 to 1s and then 200 to 1s, but hopefully soon. Albert, any update on the mic there? No, just shaking his head.
Talk.
Nothing.
Can you talk? Can we hear you?
No,
nothing.
We can't hear you. Oh my God, he fixed it right before the show, and now it's broken again.
In fairness to Albert, I will say, we did have an experience with Powers on, and he's gone. On Powers with Powers on Hit the Books. It just shut off. We went through the whole intro. It was working before we went into the show, and then it just shut off. So I don't know what happened there. But yeah, Sam says we will hit one tonight. Plenty of games. Yep, plenty of options. Alber, as he backs out, hopefully he can figure something out and get back in here. But let's start with the first game of the night. News broke right before we came on the show. People are talking about it in the chat there as well. Bruins, Maple Leafs tonight at 7 p.m. Boston plus 104 right now. The Leafs minus 125. Lots of Bruins money just came in here as we were about to go live. Total of 5.5, minus 115 to the over, minus 105 to the under. Moretto, did you get yourself involved in this one once that Matthews out news broke?
I did kind of rush to grab a little bit of under, but definitely not something I necessarily like him dying to give out right now anyways, especially how the market has moved since. Honestly, I'm at this point, I'm not jumping in on the Bruins right now. I'm kind of just waiting and seeing maybe how cheap this Leafs price can get. I know they have played well without Matthews in the lineup, and Matthews honestly has not looked like himself this year. That being said, obviously it's a significant loss. I'm not going to try and downplay it and say it doesn't matter. But I mean, look, Domi moving up to the top line is not ideal. I don't think he's, at least defensively, that's a massive drop off. And, we were talking about this right before, Albert, Jesus. Yeah, well, I'm he was just messaging me about his mic. Sorry, Matthews has been playing well defensively too. So that, it's not just you take away his offense, he hasn't necessarily been producing. So this isn't just
Yeah.
like a strictly under and Bruins thing right now. I think there's different ways you can sort of attack this and wait and see where the market settles and maybe get in after the fact.
Yeah, I mean, you want to talk about some like weird stats and stuff that just like don't really matter too much, but are kind of funny things to pull up. Like this Leafs team all time is 35, 19, and 2 without Matthews in the lineup. And then you can say, okay, yeah, regular season, whatever. Last year in the playoffs against Boston, the Leafs won games 5 and 6 without him in the lineup. So it's just like, I saw the news. I missed the initial jump, and then I told Moretto I saw where the number went to. I was like, I can't really just justify just jumping on this steam here right now with Boston, given everything. So money, are you finding anything here that you're gonna get involved in for tonight's game, or is this just kind of the numbers have moved? Well, let's leave it be.
I did bet on the Bruins on the initial jump, but it's not something that I endorse. It was just I'm not. We know how I feel about the Bruins, and my feelings don't change on them after wins against Philadelphia and Seattle. The reason for my bet was I knew the line was going to move, so I wanted to bet it before it moves, and also depending on where Toronto goes, I might just come back on the Leafs too. So it was just a numbers play. I'll probably end up on both sides anyways.
Yeah, that's kind of weird spot for this one. We saw the reaction. If you missed the first one, probably just waiting for the other side at this point, like some money there. Who knows what the fuck Alber's on? Decide if he decides to show up to this one or not.
I'm messaging, trying to troubleshoot his mic. It's not going well, so there's a chance he doesn't rejoin here.
I figured it out. Figured that one out before the show, but not here. So let's keep going. Next up, we're going to have the Flames and the Habs tonight. We have Calgary currently sitting -126. The Canadiens +105, total of 6.5, -110 to either side. I can't remember who it was yesterday. Maybe Rober was in the Forward Progress watch along last night, and he said, I figured out a new system. Tail Moretto on everything until he bets the Habs and then bet the other side. Moretto, are you betting on the Habs tonight? And does that mean Rober's going on the Flames?
I am not betting on the Habs tonight, although I really, really am tempted here. Maybe I just learned my lesson. Like, I'm not big on Calgary at all. I really want to fade this team. I don't think they're very good. I do think the Habs are showing a little bit better, but I do think there's also a bit of a confidence issue going on right now in Montreal, where they got shellacked for a little while and it has taken a toll on them. And they're kind of, you start holding the sticks a little bit tighter. You start overthinking things. You're trying to make, plays that are a bit too pretty instead of just getting pucks on the net. They just need to simplify their game a little bit right now. I do think that it's Habs or nothing on the side, but it's nothing for me right now, at least. On the total, I have an under bet in this game. So under 6.5, there's pretty much -110 isn't too far off when I bet it, so that's good for me. I think the Habs right now, they're putting an emphasis on shoring up their defense. Their lines are still somewhat in a blender, and creating offense has been an issue for them. Again, overthinking things in the offensive zone. Power play is starting to drop off again. And the Flames' defensive numbers are very good versus lesser opponents. Against the league's better teams, they give up a ton, which has kind of brought their overall numbers up a little bit. But yeah, they've been good in the right matchups, and this is very much one of those matchups for me. And at the same time, their offense has fallen off a cliff, so I do not think this is the team to take advantage of Montreal's defensive cracks. So yeah, under for me. I think this 6.5 -110 is good. I'd play it. I think there's some breathing room on this too if it were to take some money.
How are you feeling about this one here tonight, some money? Are you buying into Rober's new system, the infinite money glitch system here?
No, I think to be fair, Alex has bet on the Habs like just 2 or 3 times all year or something.
I
Right?
know.
Yeah. So but I do agree with like the overall sentiment here. I think that Calgary is playing well defensively. I think that's been a point of focus for them. Montreal as well. And my screen just went off. Sorry.
What a show! What a start to the day here for everyone.
Montreal is trying to shore up defensively as well. Calgary is one of those teams. I put them in the in kind of like the range of Seattle-ish, where they're good for the teams that are so how can I say this? So you have your average teams, they are a better average team, right? So they're on the higher end of a very average team, right? So what that means for me is that when they play when they play teams around their area, so like Montreal or like other teams that are kind of either a little bit below them or right around them, I would expect them to win. And then when they step up in class, I would expect them to lose. So I think that Calgary is a little they're they are a little bit inflated, but it's not something that I'm rushing to bet. I think that if I can get Montreal at a plus 120, I'd be more inclined to do that. And also, I do like the under. I think we can go ahead and make that a double best bet.
Perfect. First bet of the day, and it's a double best bet for Moretto and So Money here. Under 6.5, minus 110 in Montreal, Calgary. As for side, nothing there right now. Kind of just looking away the way of the Canadiens, but the number is not quite there for us at this moment in time. I'm getting these messages from Alber. It's just not working out for him. It's not able
Poor
to
guy.
figure this one out right now.
Just
There
go
you
vote and come back, bro.
double best bet on that. All right, let's keep going. Sens Sabres here in this next one, and So Money will go to you right now. We're currently looking at Ottawa minus 120, Sabres plus 100, total of 6.5, plus 110 to the over right now.
I think we're good.
We're good.
Oh,
There you
yeah,
go.
we
I
hear
think we're
you.
good.
There you
Okay.
go. So Money, I'll let you take the floor on this one. The other day, Albert told us, maybe yesterday actually, Albert told us that he was looking to add more. Sens missed the playoffs, so it's just more and more fade of you and your Ottawa Senators.
I mean, Ottawa's doing what they're doing, right? Like they're just humming along here, right? Like I mean, they're not. They've 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 started playing well. They've even including that Rangers loss, the game they lost 2-1. I thought they were the better team there. So their play has improved. Although we do need to keep in mind that two of those games were against St. Louis and Seattle. So, but on at the same token, is Buffalo that much better than St. Louis and Seattle, right? So I would expect Ottawa to play a strong game. Buffalo's taken a step down, but again, this has been reflected in the line already, right? Like we are seeing Ottawa as a road favorite here, and pretty good sized road favorite too. So it's not, and they took money as well. So I didn't bet Ottawa. I would like to get involved with them if they got a little bit cheaper, but this is another game where there's just no value right now for me. But I do like the Ottawa side in general, though.
Moretto, you are getting involved in this?
I'm not yet. Nothing really on the side. I had a lean towards the under, and that's why I had mentioned that maybe that's a game I had interest in betting. But the under is now. I didn't pull the trigger. I was still kind of hesitant, and now I feel safe about saying I'm probably not going to have a bet on the under because the under has taken some money. I'm not looking to bet it at this price, but I do think the Sens are still very much an under team, and it's finally started to show in the results. The performances have backed them up. They've been playing kind of low event hockey and great defense throughout the season, but they haven't necessarily, seen those low scoring games. But now we're starting to see them. Not a high volume offense by any means. And Sabres, good defensive numbers as well over the last couple of weeks. We're going to probably get UPL. UPL is confirmed, and we should get Ullmark as well. I haven't seen if there's a confirmation there. But, this is just a huge one for the Sabres. Kind of need to get back to the basics, simplify things, play smarter hockey. And I think that sort of lends itself to the under because, man, they lose this game. I think they're bottom of the East, maybe bottom of the league. So, like, this is getting to be dire times. They really got to, we're going to see what sort of response they can put forth here. I think we'll learn a lot about them tonight based on how they come out for this game.
Albert, anything for you in this game?
Yeah, I agree with it being a big game for the Sabres. This is just more of the Ottawa fade. I just don't really understand this being as low as it is, especially now getting the Sabres at plus money. I did bet it at minus 104. I see plus 100s out there I think are still good. I just don't think Ottawa is this much better than
Even
Buffalo
money.
that they should be laying this kind of number. Plus 100. Yeah, I just don't think Ottawa's this much better that they should be laying a number like this is really all it is. Smaller play for me, so we can go half unit on it, Zach. But yeah, I do like Buffalo here.
Sabres plus 100, half unit, Albert. Lock it in. There you go. There's the
Everyone's
next
got
one.
the plus 100 for you so money.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Yeah. All right.
Might
There
have
you
been
go.
minus 100 too.
To minus 100. All right. Sabres plus 100, half unit for Albert. That one is tracked. Keep it moving as well. Want to remind people, if you're watching right now and you haven't, please hit the like button. Only a fifth of the current viewers right now have liked the stream. It's just not good enough. We got to smash the like button while you're at it. It has helped support the show, help us do more stuff, continue to do more shows, and maybe fix Albert's mic issues going forward. So
apparently, what fixed my mic's issues is running the stupid troubleshooter thing. Because I tried everything, man. Like all the unplug, plug it back in, turn it off, turn it back on again. Then you're like, all right, see if it's the mic selected. I'm like, all right, it is. And then
Did you go into it too?
troubleshoot sound issues, and all of a sudden it's fixed somehow.
You ever think maybe it's just user error?
I don't know what I could have done.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Throw it
We
off
won't
the
let this
floor, and
happen
maybe
again.
that'll fix it.
We won't let this happen again. All right, let's go. Flyers, Hurricanes next up. As for this game here tonight, currently looking at a number of plus 240 on the Flyers, Hurricanes minus 300, total of 6.5 right now on FanDuel, plus 104 over 6.5. What do you got for us here, Albert? Anything at all?
Unless I've missed goalie news while I was dealing with the mic, I don't have anything yet. I'm certainly watching to see who kind of starts here. I think there's a chance we maybe get like Kolosov and Martin, in which case I would certainly like the over.
It is Kolosov.
But it is Kolosov? Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to see who starts for Carolina. If we get Martin, I'll be on this over. But I'm not going to bet it without knowing who's in net for Canes.
All right, nothing for you. Moretto, you want to go next here?
No, I have no real interest in this game right now where it's at. I guess with the just in terms of Albert's over, like I think if that's the goalie matchup, it makes sense. I know Kochekov's played a number of games in a row, so like I can see it, but at the same time, I'm concerned about Philly's ability to generate offense and even play with the puck in this game, because the Canes are just like absolutely dominating teams right now, and maybe it's a case of like them just scoring 5 or 6 themselves, and Philly only needs to add 1 or 2. But like, I don't know how much of the puck Philly is going to see in this game, and I don't know how they're going to really generate a lot of offense. But I'm also lower on them offensively, I think I know, than Alber is. So
fair enough. So money, nothing for the other guys right now. Do you have anything?
Well, I'm off the Philadelphia under train for sure. It's I don't know much about Kolosov from what I've seen. He doesn't give me the sense of being a serious NHL goalie. But I think we probably need to see more from him. So the over makes sense. I do see where Albert's coming from, but yeah, I agree with Alex that like can Philadelphia get there in a game where Carolina should be able to dictate whatever they want, and if they feel like shutting it down at 4-1, then I don't know if the Flyers have the horses to get there. So there's a lot of unknowns in this game, and a lot of contrasting viewpoints for me. So I will pass, but I'm more interested in seeing if a Kolosov is going to be an NHL goalie here.
Moretto, let's go to next game here. We got Penguins Islanders. Penguins plus 114, minus 137 on the Islanders. Total of 5.5 on FanDuel, minus 140 to the over. Certainly you can find some sixes and stuff out there elsewhere. But as for this game, do we have to worry about some spite creeping into your handicap? Your Islanders against Dubas? Like, what are we looking at here tonight?
Yeah, I mean, you'd think that this should just be a smash bot for me on the Islanders, but I'm not going to bet the side in this game. I think it's kind of tough to get there right now, even though I do still think Pittsburgh is a wreck. But I'm not going to get there right now with the Islanders' injuries at this number. Yeah, I mean, no Barzal is obviously huge, but I do think it's kind of the back end that they're feeling it a little bit more right now with no Pelech, no Romanov. I know Romanov was day-to-day and considered like as someone who might be able to come and play tonight, but doesn't sound like he's going to return here. They called up Isaiah George, some 20-year-old fourth-round pick who just came out of the OHL last season. He's got 4 AHL games under his belt, with Mike Riley also out along with Pelech and Romanov. This is like a serious cluster injury on the blue line right now for the Islanders. And, I know it's a small sample size, but like the Isles have been able to generate a lot without Barzal. And I think against a Pittsburgh team that is still really not good defensively. Like at the end of the day, they played 2 games against Anaheim and Montreal. I'm not willing to sit back and say that everything is better in Pittsburgh when they just played 2 pretty bad teams. This is still very much a bad team, a bad defensive team, a team that will just want to play that high event hockey. And against teams like the Islanders tonight, I think that will continue. So yeah, I mean, the Islanders, I know that Barzal's out, but they're still rolling right now, even without, Duclair too. The goals are coming. I know they're definitely coming. They're shooting 6% right now. That's 30th in the NHL. They're generating way too much offense not to be scoring goals. And I really just think the Pens are the perfect team for them to break out against offensively. So yeah, this I think should be a much more high event game. And hopefully that does translate to goals. I'm not scared of the Pittsburgh goaltending situation whatsoever. I am a little bit concerned. Obviously we got Sorokin here, but I don't think this should be, 6s across the board. So yeah, there's 6 minus 105 out there. There's minus 110 as well. I would prefer one of those as opposed to the minus 115s, obviously, just goes without saying. But yeah, I think that's definitely a bet for me here on the over.
I'll get you the minus 105. That one we can lock in. Anyone else in agreement here on this over 6 as we lock it in? So money.
I agree in general, but not enough to make a play. But yeah, so like I definitely agree with the overlook, but I'm not there on the number though.
Fair enough. Alber, you're in agreement with this play. I saw you nodding your head there.
Yeah, I did play it too. And I think he kind of touched on it with the Penguins. Like even the games that are kind of staying under, like the one against the Ducks, right? Like that game had no business staying under that total. Like the one against Montreal the other night, yeah, but like I still don't see how the Penguins are in games right now with kind of a flat total of 6. So yeah, I'm on the over here too. I like it.
All right. Anyone on a side here before I move off this game? Speak up now. All right, there you go. Move on. That is Penguins Islanders for tonight. Another best bet locked in. Double best bet on the over 6 minus 105 that we end up grabbing. Let's go to Lightning Blues. And right now we're seeing Tampa Bay minus 170, the Blues plus 140, total of 6.5 plus 108 on FanDuel to the over, minus 132 to the under as of right now. What do you got for us in this one, Albert?
I'm going to go broke betting unders on these teams, but I'm about to do it again. The Blues are not generating any offense at all. The Lightning are playing very well defensively. Just the same reasons I kind of keep giving. So I think I got 6.5 minus 125. I think you can find pretty similar or 6s at plus money out there.
Yeah, we can do a minus 125.
Yeah, I think that's good. I can't get there on the Blues kind of being at these 6.5, especially against a team like Tampa, who for all their scoring, like they're not playing high event hockey at all. So I'm kind of hoping that comes back down a little bit here.
Sorry, guys.
I was like, who's that coming from? Is that me? I don't. So I have a tab open or something.
Yes.
I heard it the once and I was like, what is that? And then it just went again. And I'm like, oh, okay, something's going on. All right, there you go. Under 6.5 minus 125.
Apparently all the tennis matches ended at the same time.
Got it. Got it. Under 6.5 minus 125 locked in. Moretto, do you have anything in this game yourself?
Yeah, I'm on the under as well. This is, I don't think that should come as any surprise to anyone who's been watching this show. I bet a lot of Lightning unders. I bet a lot of Blues unders. I think Tampa just got through a really tough stretch of schedule, and it's about to get a lot easier in this game. So defensively, they've still been really good, even given the schedule. Much easier to go at things tonight against the Blues, who basically have a non-existent offense right now. It's like impressive levels of bad. Obviously, not having Robert Thomas is tough, but this is getting pretty ugly. So tough matchup here. Tampa should be very comfortable in how they dictate the pace, and I think there's no need to play fast. So yeah, we'll get Vasi and Bennington likely. Hofer is possible, but he's fine as well. So I'm good with this under for sure.
Okay, so money.
Guys, we're gonna make this a triple best bet here.
Oh,
no,
baby.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, I can't. Tampa gave up 7 goals last game, and like all the comments from, although that was a Johansson game, so I hope everybody was able to get on that. But yeah, I think that they're fine defensively. This is a game where they get to dictate the way that this game is going to be played, and Tampa Bay, they do want to shore up defensively as well. So I would expect them to get back to the way that they've been playing before Jonas Johansson showed up. What's happening with Alber's light there? It's so distracting.
Off and on.
No. It's
what are you talking
Alber, you're a disaster right now, man. even our guy Mikey V in
That
the
was a
chat.
great comment.
Trump promises to fix the economy by kicking Alber off of Edgework.
I mean, he's got to do something since the Oklahoma money line system kind of went to shit. So maybe that's the next step here.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, so
What
I'm
are we locked
I'm
in at? 6.5 minus 125
Yeah,
or 6 plus money. Okay, so
6.5 minus 125. We're okay with that.
we're,
Albert took the lead. I locked that one in first, and then
no,
we
it's. I
had
mean,
the-
they're basically the same bet, anyways.
yeah, it's okay.
all right. So money. Anything you want to add here?
No, I got sidetracked by Albert's light there, so I'm good.
What do you mean
You
by
can add
my
also
light?
though that we might we don't know the status right now, but we might not have Braden Point in this game either, which obviously is. I
Yeah.
mean, that hurts Tampa at both ends, but like big time on the power play and offensively too. So yeah.
Fuck, Albert. Fix that light guy.
I
All right,
honestly
we
only
should be
noticed
good
it
now.
once. I just saw something like get darker and then lighter. I haven't noticed.
I saw it a
much
couple
else.
of times. It's on your face. It's on your face.
It was
Th-
on something
from
on your screen, I think, the light lit
Yeah,
up.
yeah. You're good. All right. Utah, Winnipeg. Next up, Utah plus 164. Winnipeg minus 200. Total of 6.5 plus 110 to the over here on FanDuel. Minus 134 on the under right now. And let's go to you here, Moretto. Anything for you in this game?
Oh boy, this is this. I don't know if this is disgusting, but yeah, give me Utah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it's disgusting, right?
It's about to
Sick.
get more disgusting.
So, still kind of waiting for the
Disgusting.
other shoe to drop on the
Bullshit.
Jets. I think we're getting some really inflated prices now, and they are not necessarily warranted. The underlying numbers have not been impressive, and that's what their totals inflated by destroying a few very bad teams. I don't think Utah is a bad team. They've been playing better. The wins are going to start coming. I mean, they have to start coming. The way they're playing right now, like they're not deserving of this like sort of semi-lengthy losing streak that they've had. They've been unlucky, brutally tough schedule stretch they went through too. I know we're kind of probably on bench Melko watch here, but like honestly, Ingram's really struggled anyways, and Ingram's been a big part of why the Utah hasn't been getting the results. So I want to sell high on Winnipeg. I want to buy low on Utah, and I think this is kind of the perfect spot here to do it.
All right.
164 is not something I'm interested in though. To be fair,
Yeah.
That's the worst price in market. There's like 175s to higher everywhere. So if we could maybe get something around the 175 range, that would be appreciated.
Disgusting, but yeah, there you go. The 175s we can do. There's plenty in that range there for people right now. So first one we're putting in for Moretto here, Utah plus 175. So money, are you jumping on this one as well? Is there anything else in this game that you might be looking at?
Look, we all want to fade Winnipeg. We're all in the same boat here. We are all in agreement that they're not this good. They're averaging like 10 goals a game. Like it's just ridiculous, right? So yes, I do want to fade Winnipeg, but it's not going to be tonight. I think that one thing that so their price is inflated, yes, but I can't get there on Utah right now at their number. One thing that's not inflated, considering the way that both teams are playing, is the total. So I did bet the over. I think 6, even with Hellebuck, it's fine, right? Like, I mean, yeah, you might get one of those Hellebuck games, but at the same time, both teams are just they're generating right now. As long as Winnipeg is scoring, I might as well take advantage of it until they hit their eventual wall here. But for now, I don't see this game, like this particular game, as the one where Winnipeg does hit the wall. So for the time being, we suck it up, and I'm not ready to bet against Winnipeg right now, but I do like that over though.
Over 6 minus 110.
Yeah.
There you go. Locked in. So that is another bet locked in for this game. Alber, how are you breaking this one down?
Double best bet, Utah. So Winnipeg, right? Like, even when we kind of look at their underlyings and say they're not playing that well, they've also played a pretty bad slate of teams. Like, they've beaten up on Chicago, San Jose, Pittsburgh, St. Louis, Seattle, Calgary, Detroit, Columbus. Like, they're not exactly playing a lot. Not that Utah's a great team, but like, they're beating up on a lot of these bad teams, and we still have questions about them. So yeah, like a big number like this is kind of where I'm looking to take a shot against them. So yep, Utah. I also agree, like 165 is not good. 170 and up for me. Yep, let's do it.
Okay. We add that one in as another best bet. Another reminder here to people, keep sending your goal scores. If we talk about a game, you like one, you want it brought up for later, send them in the chat. We'll star them. We'll come back to them at the end when we do the anytime goal score parlay. I see a couple people asking when we're going to win them. Hopefully tonight's the night. But you guys got to give us some good suggestions, and then we can break some things down here and determine what goes in and what doesn't go in for tonight. That is Utah, Winnipeg. We grab the Utah money line and we take the over 6 minus 110. Let's go to the next game. LA Kings, Minnesota Wild. Kings plus 140, Minnesota Wild minus 170, total of 6.5, plus 116 to the over right now for this game here tonight. Let's go to you first here, Albert. What do you got for us?
Sorry, this is LA, right?
Yeah.
I'm on the under here. Minnesota unders. Stop me if you heard it before. I'm going to keep beating this drum that they are a dead under team, especially playing against a team like LA. Like, I don't see this being a high scoring, high event game. I think we can get under 6s at like, I'm trying to pull up, sorry, like minus 110, right around there, I think. I think that's good. I probably wouldn't play it too much higher than that. Yeah, I'm going to continue to just bet Minnesota unders against most teams, honestly, at these market prices, because I think at some point it'll adjust here.
Moretto, in the past, this has been Kings Tuesdays. We've gone on the Kings every Tuesday that's come up. This year, we've been much higher on the Kings. You were high on the Kings last night. We get a win there as well. That helps us go to our 2-0 night last night. Are you back on the Kings here again?
I'm not stepping in front of this Minnesota train right now. These are two teams that are both playing fantastic. This is honestly this is one of the games of the year so far at the start of the season. It just sucks that it comes with the Kings on a back-to-back, having to travel as well. Would have been great to see these two teams play like kind of a standalone game, both rested. But yeah, nonetheless, it'll be a good game, I think, to watch. My one concern with the under, which I did bet as well, so I am on this under as well here. My only concern would be the fact that maybe David Riddick is prone to some of these blow up games, and the Wild are, I mean, while they're not generating a ton, like they are playing well still offensively. They are capable of having those offensive outburst games, and Kaprizov right now is just out of this world insane. But I do think the Kings, the way they play, I think they'll be able to kind of slow them and not necessarily dictate the tempo, but I think both teams will want to lean on defense in this game. And that is what both teams are built on. That is the pillar with which they construct themselves. So yeah, I think both teams here, defensive minded game, looking to sort of slow things down, play out from the back. And I think, all obviously lends itself to an under. Just the Riddick and potential Riddick Fleury matchup would not be ideal, but nonetheless, we march on.
Sorry, real quick. Did Joey Knish really give out this Blues under and hit the books yesterday?
I was just about to say that. Yeah.
Okay, so if it wins, it's on us. If it loses, we're putting it on him. So
yeah,
make sure to tag that in him after the fact if this lands like 5-3.
Last night at the end of Hit the Book, someone's asked Jenny Joey Pucks, and he said, nothing for tonight, but tomorrow I've got Blues Lightning under 6.5.
Just pounding the overnight market, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. So, Money, do you have anything to add for this Kings Wild game?
Not really. I think that I got a little bit cute on the weekend. I bet Toronto over Minnesota. Really shouldn't be stepping in front of Minnesota right now at all. This is a team that's playing at a very high level. I do agree with the under, but like Alex said, the only concern is Riddick. He's gone a couple of games now without blowing up, so that means that he's due for a blow up now. He had his last two starts. He had a good game against San Jose. He had a slightly below average game against San Jose again. So he played at home against San Jose. It was a good game. He played on the road against San Jose, slightly below average. So this is probably the game where he gets blown up. So I'll pass. I think that it's unfortunate, like Alex mentioned, the Kings being on a back-to-back, but I'll be passing this game here.
Okay. Pass there, but keep sending your goal scorers in the chat. We'll get to them at the end. And we'll go to the next one as we've got the Kraken and the Avalanche. Seattle plus 152, Avs minus 184, total of 6.5. Plus 100, even money, whatever you want to call it, to the over on FanDuel right now. Okay, minus 100 to the over, 6.5. Minus 122 on the under right now. So Money will let you start and take the lead on this one. Anything you've got for us, Seattle, Colorado?
Yeah, so Seattle, I'm very interested in Seattle because they're profiling right now as the perfect team that you want to be betting their games. What I mean by that is that when Seattle steps up in class, they can't get there. When they're playing lower level teams, they do very well. Colorado, regardless of what you think about Colorado, it's still a step up in class. Colorado's not around the same level that Seattle is. I rank Colorado at a lower level elite team right now. Based on the goaltending they get and the injuries and just their current form. So Seattle's definitely stepping up in class here. So it's not a game I would bet on Seattle. Seattle has trouble generating against better teams, although I think that Colorado will give them room to operate. So I do anticipate goals in this game. If we can get a plus money 6.5 on the over, I'm all for that. I did bet it earlier. I'm not sure where we can get right now.
Okay, so on FanDuel there is the minus 100. So not quite plus money as you're looking for some money, but no, there's a bunch of plus 100s out there. There's 102s, 103s, 105s we can do as well here on the over 6.5. So widely available for people, and the plus money on over 6.5. That is what we will lock in first. Moretto, go to you next here. Anything you've got for us in this one as well? Muted.
Guys, construction going on. I didn't want you guys to have to hear that. Okay. I'll say no right now, but this is one of those rare cases I think that I have disagreement with So Money. I think that Colorado's obviously hitting a bit of a wall, understandably, with all the injuries. It's no surprise the offense has dropped off like this, but defensively they faded as well a bit, kind of naturally. Like, obviously, you lose a ton of forwards. Those lines are going to lose a bunch of their matchups, and you're going to get hemmed in. But I don't think the Kraken are the team to exploit that. They're just not generating anything. Both teams are really kind of unable to get the offense going right now. So for me, this sets up like more of a slow, tense game. I think both teams need something positive right now. Maybe that will lead to some more risk-adverse play. So I would kind of expect more of a low-event game. with goals and chances at a premium. I'll be honest, I did bet this under. I was maybe not going to give it out now that so many gave out the over, but I guess
we can go head to
Head to
head.
we can
head.
go head to
Head to
head.
head.
Yeah, we'll do a little head to head instead. Then that works for me.
All right, there you go. We'll go with the head to head on this one. I haven't had a head to head in a while. You know what the last one was? We had Ottawa, Utah, 6.5. Moretto had under, Alber had over, and it landed under.
Anton
so Moretto
Forsberg
won.
legacy game.
Really would like a Noonan start here, though. They better not surprise us with Georgiev.
There, fair enough. So there you go, head to head. Sorry, so money. That one does not go in for you, but yeah.
So
we've got
are we not going to? We're not going to track these. Then they're not going against our things. They're just sort of there.
If it's not consensus, then I don't think we should. I think we
Okay,
just
that's
go
fair. I just
head to
didn't-
head.
All right.
Yeah.
Head to head.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
This
not
might be-
necessarily consensus, but I think if there's actual disagreement, then it doesn't go in.
Like if someone's
someone's
actually
going
on
on
the other
another
side
side.
as well. Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's like a fair way to go about it. So, sorry, so money, but it is what it is. Can't lock that in. Albert, do you have anything for us in this
I have nothing to add on this game. Side or total. It's fine.
tiebreaker?
I mean, if I have to break the tie, gun
Just
to my head.
Sitting so hard on this fence.
Gun to my head, I'd go over, just with Seattle not really able to defend anybody. But they're just not scoring.
Fair enough.
That'd be the gun to my head is give me the over, but I am not betting it.
Okay. There you go. That's Seattle, Colorado. A couple more games to get to. Send your goal scores in the chat here. Continue to do so. Let's go to Vancouver, Anaheim. We have the Canucks currently minus 230, Ducks plus 188, 6.5 plus 108 to the over on FanDuel. So money. I'll go back to you. Your Canucks here. Tee us up. Anything we should be looking for tonight?
Yeah, the Canucks are just middling along here right now, right? They're just doing what they need to do now. The two losses that they had, I mean, that was against Carolina and against New Jersey, right? So, and the New Jersey game, I'm willing to throw that game away. That was a team that just wasn't prepared for whatever reason to start that game at all. So, I'm willing to throw that one away. They were lucky to get a point against Carolina. I didn't think that they played particularly well in that game, especially to start. They did start finding their legs afterwards. Against Anaheim, so against let's go back to the San Jose game too, right? Like that was another game where it did become a coin flip game, but San Jose is playing good hockey right now. So I didn't expect the Canucks to just go into San Jose and roll them. Anaheim's a different story here, right? Like I'm willing to give the Canucks the benefit of the doubt for the last three games here. I'm interested to see how they come out in this game. If we see another kind of average effort here by the Canucks, I'll be a lot more concerned. This is the kind of game where in the past, the Canucks of last year would have gone into Anaheim. It would have been a business trip. They would have gotten their win, played well. And I'm not even asking for like a 5-1 blowout. I'm just asking for be prepared to start the game, play a really solid defensive game, get out of there with a 3-1 win. And I'm fine with that. So I don't have a play on this game because there's a lot of things that I'm looking for first that I need to see from the Canucks. But if this is anything other than a very well played Canucks game, I'll start getting concerned about this team.
Okay. So nothing for you here though. Otherwise, good breakdown of the game, but no bets for us in that one. Moretto, do you got anything?
No, I don't have anything in this game. I think I know where Alber's leading here, so I could maybe let Alber go, and then I can just piggyback off of his thing and give my thoughts on his total bet. But yeah, Albert, you can take the
Go
start
ahead,
here.
Albert.
Yeah, so I'm on over 6. I still just continue to think that the Ducks offensively are not really being priced into the market. Like they're just not able to finish. Like they've even been kind of generating some decent offense in their games. They're shooting like 2% over the last 5 games or something. Like that's going to turn around. defensively, they're a tire fire. Like, they're not stopping anybody from generating offense on them. So against the Canucks, like I do think this is a higher scoring game tonight. So yeah, over 6. I played -109. I think you can find very similar to that still out there. But yeah, I like the over here quite a bit.
Yep, just grab that for you. And Moretto, you're in agreement?
No, so I'm not. That's why I wanted to piggyback, but I didn't want to
Okay.
I didn't want to. I'm not shitting on the pick at all, definitely. But I didn't want to, give it away before he had a chance to give his side for it.
Yeah.
I think that the Ducks aren't actually able to generate a lot. Like, they kind of seem like they're a little bit of a mess right now. Zegras, obviously is having some real issues. Like, he's kind of fallen out of favor there. They're struggling to get their lines going. It's just kind of been ugly. Like, that was an ugly game against Chicago. I know maybe the numbers suggest that they deserved a little bit better. I just am not seeing it right now from the Ducks. And in a game against a Canucks team that should be able to really dictate things and won't want to play a back and forth sort of game. I don't think the Canucks can afford to play a back and forth game given the likely goaltending matchup. Doesn't really matter who goes for Vancouver. Where I would be stunned if we didn't get Dostal here. He started like 5-6 games in a row already earlier this season. He's only started 3, and they don't play again until Friday. So I would definitely expect Dostal to start here. Canucks get into a back and forth in this game that's not conducive to a winning night for them. Like, they don't want to do that and have Dostal have a chance to stand on his head, whereas the Ducks are able to get chances the other way and score goals. So I would lean the other way, but I did not bet the under myself. So I don't have anything in this game. Just a little disagreement with that total, but yeah, clearly I'm just disagreeing with every over today apparently. So unders across the board except for the Pittsburgh Islanders game. Yeah.
All right. So we will lock that in then. The over 6 -104 for this game. And final one of the night that we got to take a look at: the Blue Jackets and the San Jose Sharks. Columbus -130. The Sharks +108. Total of 6.5. -105. Over -115. Under on FanDuel. Alber, I'll let you take lead here. Do you got anything for us in this one?
I don't really have much to add. I think one of these guys might, so I'm going to let them go ahead. I have nothing to add here.
Moretto, anything for you?
Not really. Like, I want to get on San Jose with Celebrini coming back, but like, I just don't love really where the numbers at. Total wise, don't really have much there either. I know the under's taken some money. But honestly, like, San Jose has been generating a little bit, and I know Columbus is still, for me, they're an under team, even though the results haven't kind of gone that way. But yeah, I don't have anything in this game.
Okay. So money, got anything?
Absolutely. Give me the Sharks. Give me the Sharks. It's one of those things where it's weird because, like, year by year, you just end up watching random teams a lot more than you ever have. This year, that team is the Sharks for me. I just end up watching a ton of their games for really no reason. They're just on when I'm here and I'm just watching their games. So I've watched the Sharks quite a bit. With what they have, I really like the way that they're playing. I think that Celebrini injects some creativity into that forward group. And for Columbus, even though I agree with Alex generally that they should be an under team, they've really fallen off the cliff here the last few games defensively. They're giving up a bunch of chances. They've kind of lost the way that they want to play, and I don't think a game in San Jose on a Tuesday night is what's going to kind of get them back. So I would expect Columbus to keep playing the way that they've been playing. I see no reason for that to change. And for the Sharks, I expect the Sharks to keep playing the way that they've been playing, because it's been a while now where even before the results started coming for the Sharks, they've been playing well. So
yeah.
And again, by well, I mean for what they have on that roster. So I do like San Jose. I think that the price makes a ton of sense here. Columbus is the better team, but with the form of where these teams are right now, I think that there's tons of value on the Sharks right now.
All right. I'm in with you on the Sharks. I really wanted to bet it, but I was hoping we would
Well, now
maybe
I
get
have
to
to
see
be
like
in, too.
I was hoping we'd get to see a 120 again, but obviously 115 here.
Uh-oh.
So I'm good.
Oh, there
I'm
you go.
good. Let's do it. 115 Sharks. I'm in.
Now I have to do
115
it too,
Sharks.
for
Yeah,
the show, because
great.
when we're done tilting politics for we're not gonna be done tilting politics, but when we're tilting politics later, we need some hockey to watch instead. So here we go.
I will be playing.
I
beer
will
league
not-
hockey, not tilting
I will not
politics.
be tilting politics at all. I won't even. I'll find out tomorrow what happened.
Oh no, you'll be enjoying this. You guys will be enjoying the shit show up there.
No, I could care less about any of this stuff. It really, let me watch hockey. That's what I care about. That's the college basketball's back on. I'm gonna sweat some college basketball bets for no reason. Maybe so money we can give some random.
I was gonna say there's only
Ukrainian
8
table
games
tennis
tonight,
bet out
but
at
we
the
need
end
we
of
need
the
so
show.
money college
Yeah.
basketball play here.
It's very
No, it doesn't even have
possible.
to be that.
We might get a college football game tonight. We'll see.
Oh, there we go. All right. Let's get to our goal scores. Well, quickly, let's recap here what we have because we have a big slate as well. But if you want to follow us, you can find us in the BetStamp app as Edgework HQ. We have Sabres money line plus 100 half unit. Flames Habs under 6.5 minus 110. Pens Isles over 6 minus 105. Kings Wilds under 6 minus 110. Lightning Blues under 6.5 minus 125. Utah Jets over 6 minus 110. Utah money line plus 175. Canucks Ducks over 6 minus 104, and San Jose plus 115.
Whew.
Wow. What a card.
I don't see a single loser there.
And
No,
a head-to-head.
no. And a head-to-head. That's right.
Wow.
And head-to-head, so people
And we're
know
going
as
2-0 on the head-to-head too somehow.
well. 2-0.
Don't see a single loser on the card.
Colorado, Seattle. We have the under 6.5 for Moretto and over for So Money in that game. Head-to-head, boys. Let's get to goal scores. You guys sent a bunch here during the show. Let's get to all these and see what we've got. We'll try to go as rapid fire as possible on these as we can. What do we think? We've got a lot of games, but we'll just go one card. We just go one.
Yeah, I think
That's
let's
probably
get
best.
5.
Okay, let's start here. Charles Marner legacy game.
Yeah.
So Money, you're in.
I know
What's the
Moretto's
number?
I did. I
Plus
sent him Zach
200.
before all you
I
guys
know.
came on. I said this is exactly the type of game where Marner shines in. So this is yeah, I'm in for Marner.
What's the number?
Marner plus
200.
200.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. There you go. Marner 200. That's in. Brian Macklin Celebrini anytime goal. Let me find you guys a number. Celebrini goal is plus 230 on
Oh wow.
FanDuel.
Yeah.
There's,
So Money's not going to say no
There
to
was
any of
another-
these.
We're gonna
I
have
like that.
well. I will say that's the worst price of market. There's like
Is it?
255, 240 elsewhere. That's 230 is the
So Money, you can't just
shortest
blind
price
say
in market.
yes.
So Money's just gonna say yes to the first 5 so he can get out of here and go bet Maction and college basketball.
Okay, so no.
So
you
he can
wanna
go
hold
grade
on
his
out?
tennis bets.
No, I have
Well,
another one in
let's
this
hold on
game
to
that
it.
I wanted to
Okay,
go
yeah.
with because Sam posted one later on.
Eklund,
Yeah, there
yeah.
we go.
Eklund. Oh no, Eklund is
240.
240 though.
240,
Yeah.
240 at FanDuel. Shit. Oh
Okay,
man.
let's hold on to those.
Shambles.
Let's go to some other people here and we'll come back. We'll stay at the one right
And
now.
another Sam.
Yeah, I agree with the
Jackson
next one too.
Jackson Blake. Where are we?
Plus
at?
550 FanDuel.
Gotta be
Although
honest, I don't even know
My
who
odds
this
screen
is.
hat. Carolina.
He's on
Philadelphia.
Carolina. I'm trying to find number quickly. Would you say Moretto?
Yeah, I saw
550?
I see 550 on my odds screen, but it's crossed off at FanDuel, so I'm not sure if it's off the board or what. Might have to check the actual site here.
I'm looking.
No,
right
I
now.
see it.
You see it?
It's here.
550?
550.
Yeah, 550.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, I don't even know who he is, which means he's scoring. So
let's pass on this one. We just took
Pass.
we just took Charles's Marner. Can't have a full Charles parlay here.
Yep, fair. Brennan Hagel, anytime goal. Oh yeah.
190.
I feel like we've gotten a
Hagel
Hagel suggestion every single game the Lightning have played so far this year.
I know. He's 190 right now. Sorry.
See one
190.
thing quick. My thing with him is that if Point doesn't play, does Hagel then find himself on a pretty weak second line? Like if Cirelli gets bumped up, does Hagel then play with like Kiki and Paul or something? Not as good as obviously like losing his center, and Cirelli wouldn't be ideal for a Hagel anytime. That's my one hesitation, I guess, there.
Yeah, I think we should park that.
Okay, hold off. Dylan Gunther plus 220.
Yeah, I like that one.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
I'm down.
Okay.
260. We got 260 at FanDuel.
Yeah, so I was just going to say. Gunther 260 in. There you go. Matt Boldy, Brian says.
See the number here.
Suggestions. Matt Boldy.
Oof, 170, but there's 200s in market if you
No. Pass on Boldy. He's scoring, so lock that in, but not for us. Jordan or Terry Lehkonen plus 200.
We have something in that game, right?
We have the head-to-head, but
you guys are head-to-head.
No, for the prop, the goal scorers.
No, we just have Marner and Gunther so far.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyone else got a?
I'll never say no to my guy Lehkonen, so I'm fine with it if you guys are.
All right, sure. Lehkonen in. That is number 3. Lehkonen 200. And let's go. We've got a few more suggestions here. Can't even say this name. Preshapov.
That's the 7th round pick that they just. I don't think we actually have a line for him. If we're being honest.
650.
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
We just used Lehkonen, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Eklund was no bueno on the price. Oh, here we go. Okay, Slafkovsky, good to plus 150.
So that's not a serious suggestion because it's probably like plus 350, plus 340 at FanDuel. I'm down. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm down. This is obviously I'm down for that. But
what do you guys think? Slafkovsky plus 340.
Don't like it.
No, out. Ricky Rax, Rickard Raquel plus 270.
I like that one.
Yeah. Got an over there too.
Yeah.
That's by far best price in market at FanDuel too.
All right. Raquel in. We held off on Hagel. Hagel is a banger. Hagel. Oh no.
All right, fine. Let's do Hagel.
Do we gotta go with it? All right. These guys liked Raquel. The other one here, wait, Sam says middle stat 280.
We'd have to get rid of Lehkonen if we did that.
Oh yeah, fuck. Okay. All right. Let's just go with Hagel, and then that's 5. All right. That's it.
280 at FanDuel for middle stat. It's like 200. There's like a lot of 200s elsewhere. Good number. If you're looking to, we don't have to put that in the parlay, but that's a one. If you're looking to bet one, I think that's a good one to just bet individually.
All right. That's what games have we used, Sam says. Okay, so right now we have the Leafs, Bruins, Utah, Winnipeg, Seattle, Colorado, Pittsburgh, New York, Islanders, and Tampa, St. Louis.
What's a Tampa?
Or we can start calling this the Sam parlay.
Do we want to add it or do we want to get rid of it?
Well, let's see what else can Sam come up with here?
Yeah, if Sam comes up with something better here quickly, then we can change something.
It's going to be Sam's 9-player anytime goal parlay of the day.
Yeah,
no, we haven't taken a Sam suggestion yet.
No, not yet. This is what we've got.
That's why
right
I feel
now.
bad.
I thought we added middle stat.
Sam's earned a right to have one every game so far with his.
I thought we replaced Lehkonen with middle stat.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
No.
almost 330 to 1. Marner, Gunther, Lehkonen, Raquel, Hagel.
This is the one. I really like this one.
All right, that's it. Finalize
Have
it
you
there.
said that every single time we've cooked a parlay this year?
You
I think
have,
one of us
you
has said it
can't.
every
You
time.
can't.
We just got to
you
be
can't
optimistic.
Not say it, because then
Yeah,
when
what are
it
you
does
gonna say? I
hit,
hate
you need
this
to be able
parlay.
to
We need it to
clip that we
happen.
said that we knew it was coming. Tonight.
No, the one time we say, "Oh, I hate this," it has no shot. That's the one that's gonna hit.
No, but this time is different. This time I really like this one.
I agree. This is different.
All right, that's the one.
Also Rice -5.5 to -6.
Hello. There you go. Slip that one in there at the end. All right, so take that for what it's worth. And we will go over to recapping best bets here yet again. So goal scorers quickly. We have Marner, Gunther, Lehkonen, Raquel, Hagel. Those are your 5. For our best bets tonight, Sabres moneyline plus 100, half unit there. Flames, Habs, under 6.5, -110. Penguins, Islanders, over 6, -105. Kings, Wild, under 6, -110. Lightning, Blues, under 6.5, -125. Utah, Winnipeg, over 6, -110. Utah moneyline, plus 175. Canucks, Ducks, over 6, -104. Sharks, moneyline, plus 115. Those are our best bets for tonight's games. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe here to the channel as well. Make sure to check out Circle Back. It dropped this morning at 8 a.m. Eastern time. Head on over there. Watch the video. Drop a comment below. Let us know what you think about everything going on in gambling worlds right now. Rob, Kirk Evans, and Jeff Feinberg all in studio talking about all the things that have occurred over the last week. Make sure to check that out. Thank you, everyone, for watching here today. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. More picks and previews. Thank you to the 4-man panel, Moretto, Alber, so money for doing this here today. Appreciate it as always. Enjoy the games tonight. Good luck in your bets.